guys, we are outside again. It's nice outside.
It's cold.
Kind of windy. And Michael here does not like cold anymore. He thinks it's cold.
I think it's cold.
72 degrees.
It's cold. Tug now, hanging. Hanging tugnaw?
Gitugnaw.
Hanging?
Tugnaw kuno ang hangin,
Oh.
which means
Cold.
the air is cold. Not
The
cold,
wind.
but cool.
The wind is cool.
The wind is cool. Not cold. But apparently he's,
I'm old.
I guess. So we are 5? Did
4
we say
to 5 weeks.
5 weeks away. And we're going to fly to the Philippines.
Where it's warm.
Yeah, where it's warm. Actually, it's really init kaayo right now in the Philippines.
Yeah, they're having heat indexes of about 115 in like Cebu
Right.
and Tacloban,
Mhm. So,
which still isn't as hot as Kansas in August.
yep. That's true. It's a different heat
It's a
over
different
here.
heat.
Here in Kansas, when it's hot, it's really hot. It's like you are in an oven. You walk across a parking lot and you're being baked. So, I guess we want to share with you guys what we do to prepare for our move to the Philippines. The important stuff. Other than shipping our stuff to the Philippines, we are doing a lot of research and paperwork. First thing we did was we made sure that we are debt free. If you are ready to retire, just make sure you're debt free. And then,
And it's very liberating to be debt free.
right, it's like there's freedom. I mean, you have freedom to do anything since, you're not tied to debt. We have visited our financial advisor for, I don't know, several times. So you have to sit down.
Well, we're blessed with our financial advisor. We've known him for 11 years.
More than that.
More than years, and he is very helpful in what we do to help us get our monies over there and keep our money straight.
Yeah.
So it's more than just hiring somebody to be your finance. We have a personal relationship with ours. That helps a lot.
Yep. Michael is very comfortable with him. In fact, he is Mr. Antisocial. He doesn't want to talk to anybody.
I don't like people.
But once he is with, anyway, Michael can't stop talking when he's with Dad. He's not, what?
What? Hey, you're the one calling me out.
He's not antisocial, and he just want to talk to Dad, but he does not want to talk to anybody else.
Normally, no.
I had to ask him once when we were over there last week. He's like, "Are you done yet?" Because he wants to talk and talk and talk. But anyway, if you have a financial advisor that you are very comfortable with, then that's a big help. And you trust, to handle that part. So, and then when we filed our taxes, we talked to her about our plan to move to the Philippines. And
And we're set up to take care of it from over there. Do everything electronically.
right, we did that when we were there
But
in 2015.
It's a little bit more complicated then, but they have a thing where you can dump all your documents into and they can just retrieve it off. You don't have to email, fax, or anything like that. It's a shared folder, so.
Right.
And electronic signature. So.
So it should be easy, I hope.
Yep.
Well, like I said, we have done that in 2015 to 2018, so we kind of have an experience with doing that online. from out of the country. So that's number 2. And then if you receive Social Security benefit, you should go and tell Social Security that you are moving out of the country. So we did that. We visited our local Social Security office here. And yeah, we got that taken care of. So that's 3. And
She's got a list.
I have a list. Number 4 will be get a virtual address, because you need a U.S. address, a working U.S. address, when you go to the Philippines. And we've actually tried. We had mail going to our virtual address, and we consolidated.
They went to, it's iPostal. They got you. They set you up. Not actually a post office box, but an address that somebody mans. We have a couple of pieces of mail there, and we're going to have, and they're shipping it to us at this address here, so we can get them. So what they do is, once they get it, they'll send you an email. They'll scan it. You log on, see what it is. You have the option of shipping it. If you got a couple of them, they'll consolidate it into one item, ship it, shred it, trash it, or they'll open it and scan it for you.
Right.
And I don't remember how much it costs, but the shipping of the package is an extra. For this time around, it was an extra $20. But
Yeah, we ordered checks using the virtual address, and we asked the bank to ship it to our address here, but apparently
they shipped it to the new address.
they shipped it to iPostal Virtual.
But that's the address on the check, so that's where they shipped it to,
Yeah.
which is okay.
So
So-
now we had to spend $20
But that's okay.
to get it shipped here.
We're making sure everything works out, and that seems to be working out okay. I checked,
Yeah.
and they said they shipped it. We should have it probably by Monday. Today's Thursday, so
Yeah, so
it seems to work out just fine.
at least we know that it's working, and we know how to do it when time comes for us to deal with mails.
And we probably won't have hardly anything to ship over to the Philippines unless we got get new Visa cards. And I know that'll cost a little bit of money, but it's a way to
Yeah.
do it. Everything else we need, probably they can just scan in, and then we can just look at it on the computer and print it if we need it.
Right. So what did I say? 1,
Here at iPostal.
2, 3,
4.
4. Okay, number 5 would be talk to your banker. Have we talked to our banker yet?
More or less.
They probably know what's going on, because we have
We did it before with the Vista. So
yeah. So yeah, we have a lot of activities going on with our account. So when we go sit down, tell them that we're moving, then
I don't know if we really need to.
yeah, we still need
Okay.
to.
Go tell them.
So we need to tell them.
Okay.
So 5 is call your credit card provider. Tell them you're gonna be moving to the Philippines, and there will be transactions over there, overseas, so that they won't flag your account. We already told Dad.
We have debit card through our financial advisor.
So they already know that we're moving to the Philippines. So now Michael will need to contact
My provider.
his provider.
But they didn't have a problem last time. I never told them last time.
Yeah. So I don't have a credit card. I do not like credit cards, so I'm not telling anybody. I don't need to tell anybody. So now we are working on a phone number, a US phone number that will work over there. Michael is working on that. And it had been,
a nightmare.
yeah.
Skype seems to be what we need, and there's several providers. They'll provide a local phone number, and it's voice voice over internet protocol. So it's basically you're calling the cloud and it forwards it to something. There's one, can't remember the name of it. They set you up. It can be a local number here, the phone number, and when you can have it forwarded to another phone. And when you get over to the Philippines, just get that phone, and then you make that the phone that it forwards it to. So if somebody calls that local number, and over the internet just forwards it to that other phone, but it doesn't have text, it doesn't have the option to call back. And there's all sorts of those. There's another one that's called Text Me that somebody the floor knows uses, and it didn't look like what we need. What we need is a single phone number in the States that it can go to our phone in the Philippines and then be able to call back. And that's the problem, is finding one that does both. The only one I found that does both is Skype. It'll set you up the US number and it will ring it into your Skype account. So it doesn't even have to be a phone. Wherever you're logged into Skype, they call that US number and they'll go to your Skype account and you answer it on your Skype account. And they also have the ability, and these are all paid add-ons to Skype, and it's not that bad. They also have the ability to, from Skype, call any phone number in the United States. I don't remember the prices of all that. We're still working on Skype. Been working on Skype for about a week.
A week now?
Because I went to Skype, I put in the information I want, put in the card number, and they said my card number does not match the information I provided. I pulled it right out of my provider and copied it over. And finally I had a couple of days, finally found somewhere in the Skype Microsoft world where I could do a chat with, it was probably an AI chat. And after an hour and a half yesterday, it still didn't resolve the problem. It still showed whenever I tried to enter the card that the information does not match, and I made the snide comment to the AI thing that I've had the card since 1984, used it worldwide on various other websites, and since it's a bot, it didn't know what was going on.
That's why I hate AI.
And so I decided to try one more time. I did it from my phone. I downloaded the Skype app, put in the card information, same thing. Okay, so I was done with it. And then about half hour after I did that, I get a text or an email from Google Pay saying that they need to verify my card so I can do that. So I jumped through all the hoops they did, and it finally said I was in a Google wallet somewhere with that card. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And I'm waiting till some things clear out, because every time I did try my credit card, I could look at my credit card provider and I could see it sitting there in pending, and then Microsoft Skype would say it's no good, and then it'd go away after a while. So right now there's about 6 of those pending in my credit card at $0. And before I try, now that the card is in my Google wallet, I don't know if this makes sense to anybody out there, it don't make sense to me. Now that my card is in my Google wallet, I'm going to let all those pending charges go away again, and I'm going to try again. So we'll update on that later. But Skype looked like it was everything we needed. The ability to have a single US number that can follow the Skype app wherever you're at, so it doesn't matter where you're at. And then the ability to call from the Philippines through Skype to any number in the United States. And that's what we need.
And that's cost efficient.
It wasn't that much. It's like maybe $50 for the phone number, a little bit more, and the callback wasn't that much either. So
yeah.
So if we ever get it set up, we can have those numbers.
Right. So we hope this Skype thing would work. And if you guys have any suggestion or any experience about getting a phone number, a US phone number that works in the Philippines, and how you went about doing that,
Put it in the comments.
If you could comment and help us out, we'd appreciate that. That's one of the hold up right now. We're ready, but
There's just a little bit of paperwork we got left, but we're waiting for school to be done so we can get the kids' transcripts.
right.
And
And we still need to get the apostilled. So we have about 2 weeks before we leave.
so we'll be doing some hand carrying to get those done in the
So
state office.
as soon as we get his transcript, then we'll go to the office of the Secretary of State to get it apostilled. Done that didn't take long, so should be okay.
You know, if we and iPostal, this goes back to iPostal. When they do that, they mail it, correct? Or do you have to go pick it up? The apostle.
They mail it, but
Yeah.
you had to have a self-addressed
Okay.
postage paid envelope.
Depending on the timing, if we're about out of the apartment, we could send it to that iPostal. We could do it either way. We could send it to the iPostal. The iPostal is a local address for us in Overland Park, Kansas, and that's where we will be spending our last week there. So if they mail it to that, we can just go pick it up at that place.
Yeah,
So
yeah, we could do that.
so
But like I said, we have 2 weeks
Yeah.
before we
Between-
move out of this apartment.
between when school closes and when we
Yeah.
move out. So
So we should be okay. And he has, Michael has a police clearance.
I already have it.
So we need to get that apostille too. So we'll do that, both of them together. We have
Hey,
two options.
I'm going with the flow there. 13A is what we're doing.
We have two options: SRRV, which to me will cost.
Is that the one you got to reserve money in the bank account?
Yeah.
No, we don't want to do that.
You had to put money in a reserve, and you cannot
Can't
touch it.
It's for when you get over there. If you end up needing medical or something, that the government has money that they can go get to pay for whatever.
I don't think that's how it works either.
I think that's what it was when I was reading on it.
There's a registration fee or application fee that is like $1,500 or $1,400, and then if we need to put JJ there with the SRRV, he too will pay some amount.
Yep.
And then on top of that, every year they have to pay $340, I think, dollars. Whereas if we do
13A
13A, they're gonna pay 300
pesos.
plus pesos a year.
And that's what we did before, wasn't it? 13A.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll just do that again.
So we're just gonna do that again. They have an expired ACRI card, so I don't know if it would help if we bring it.
Oh, we're going to bring it. We're going to bring it. It'll help.
So, and I've been in contact with immigration in Tacloban, and we're gonna do it over there because it's faster and there's no line. You know, there's how many expats are in Tacloban, so
Not that many. And as long as you have your long pants, collared shirt, and shoes, you're good.
that's right. Don't go with your shorts
Don't go
and
with shorts,
flip-flops.
flip-flops,
They'll kick you out.
or muscle shirts.
That's it, guys. Like I said, if you have any suggestion about a phone that works over there without paying, you know, an arm and a leg,
Arm and a leg, yeah. That's why I think the Skype thing will be the best.
please help us out. This is Midlife Wanderings. We'll see you on our next vlog. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching.